Tonight, the Tennessee Smokies won the first game of the 7-inning doubleheader 5-4 over the Mississippi Braves. We now go through the box score and highlights of tonight's one-run Tennessee W. In the top of the first inning, Smokies starting pitcher Cole Franklin retired the Braves in order on a lineout and a pair of groundouts in 11 total pitches. And at the bottom of the first, Mississippi starting pitcher Tanner Gordon recorded a 1-2-3 inning of his own on a groundout and a pair of strikeouts in 12 total pitches. In the top of the second, Mississippi cleanup batter Tyler Tolve led off with a flyout. Drew Lugbauer singled, then Jesse Franklin flew out, and with 1 on and 2 outs, Landon Stevens walked on 4 pitches, and Bo Phillip was hit by the very next pitch, loading the bases for Braves leadoff batter Cody Milligan with 2 outs, who lined out to third baseman Andy Weber for the third out. Franklin threw 23 pitches and faced 7 batters in the scoreless frame. To the home half, with the middle of the Smokies order due up, the first 5 Smokies batters recorded base hits. McGarry singled, Beasley doubled, then Aliendo broke the scoreless tie.
Swing and a fly ball in the air. That's dropping quickly. Base hit. 1 run's going to score. McGarry. Great base running by Beasley. He's in the score as well. And he was right behind the big fella as he crossed the plate. Pablo Aliendo with a 2-run single, and the Smokies strike first.
Following Aliendo's go-ahead 2-run single, Jordan Wogu singled on an 0-2 pitch, which brought up Andy Weber with 2 on and nobody out.
Swing and a high deep drive, way out, right center field. So long. Weber, a 3-run jack, right center field, and the Smokies have scored 5 times here in the second inning. They lead it 5-0. That's his 3rd of the year.
This was Andy Weber's first home run in 94 at-bats, which snapped the 4th longest active streak in the Southern League. Mississippi pitcher Tanner Gordon retired his next 2 batters faced, but then Levi Jordan singled to record the 6th Smokies base hit of the inning. However, with a runner on first and 2 outs, Roederer struck out to end the inning. But not before the Smokies scored 5 second-inning runs on 4 singles, a double, and a home run. Braves starting pitcher Tanner Gordon threw 29 pitches and faced 9 total batters in the bottom of the second. The Smokies led 5-0 entering the 3rd inning. With the top of the Braves order due up, the first 2 batters reached safely, but the next batter, Luke Waddell, grounded into a 5-4-3 double play, which did advance Milligan to third base. But with a runner on third and 2 outs, Franklin struck Tolve out swinging to keep the Braves off the board. To the home half, with the middle of the Tennessee order due up for the 2nd straight inning, McGarry led off with a walk, but Gordon struck out his next 3 batters to end the scoreless 3rd. To the top of the 4th, Franklin struck out Lugbauer swinging on 3 pitches. Jesse Franklin then singled, and this brought up Landon Stevens.
Numbers, a 2-1's a weak chopper in front of the mound. Fielded with the glove by Franklin. Throw to first is wide. Going to roll down the right field line and kick off the side wall. Rounding third base comes the runner Franklin. Throw from Beasley is offline to home plate. He will score on the throwing error by the pitcher. It's a 3-base error for Franklin, the runner, and a 2-base error for the batter, Landon Stevens. He's at second. And Franklin scores the first run of the night for Mississippi.
This made it a 5-1 Smokies game, but Cole Franklin retired the next 2 Braves to end the top of the 4th. This snapped Mississippi's 11-inning scoreless streak since scoring in the top of the 1st last night. In the bottom of the 4th, the Smokies were swinging early. On the first pitch of the bottom of the 4th, Weber reached on a field error. McKeon flew out on the next pitch. Crow Armstrong singled on the next pitch, and 2 pitches later, Levi Jordan grounded into a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Tennessee led 5-1 through 4 innings of play in Game 1 of the 7-inning doubleheader. In the top of the 5th, prior to the start, Smokies reliever Porter Hodge replaced the starter Cole Franklin. In 4 innings, Franklin allowed 1 unearned run on 3 hits, 2 walks, and a pair of strikeouts in 71 total pitches. With the top of the Mississippi order due up, Milligan flew out to the left fielder Wogu. Then Conley singled on an 0-2 pitch, who would soon after advance to second base on a wild pitch. The next hitter, Waddell, struck out swinging in a 9-pitch AB. But with a runner on second and 2 outs, the cleanup man Tyler Tolve put the M-Braves 1 run closer.
The 1-1. Swing, ground ball. It is a fair ball inside the third base bag. That'll score a run. Kicks off the sidewall in the bullpen. Tolve jogging into second base. He will stand up with an RBI double.
This made it a 5-2 Tennessee lead. And with 1 on and 2 outs, Lugbauer flew out to Wogu for the final out of the top half. In the bottom of the 5th, the first 2 Smokies grounded out, but with bases empty and 2 outs, Bradley Beasley doubled for the second time in the game, but no damage was done as Aliendo struck out swinging to end the 5th. The M-Braves scored 1 in the 5th and trailed by 3 entering the 6th inning, when Jesse Franklin led off the inning with a bang.
It's now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to center. Going back on it is Pete Crow Armstrong. He's at the warning track. It's to the wall, and that goes. A home run for Franklin. That ball had late life. Now the Braves have now scored 3 consecutive innings, and they have cut the Smokies' lead to 2. It's 5-3.
This was Franklin's first home run in 44 at-bats since recording a 3-home run game at Biloxi. The reliever Porter Hodge walked his next 2 batters, bringing up Justin Dean, who grounded out to second baseman McKeon, but advanced both runners. And with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out, Cody Milligan broke the biggest unwritten rule in baseball.
Here's the 3-0. Lifted in the air. He swung at it anyway. Fly ball to left. Wogu back under it, makes the catch. Runner's going to tag. Here comes the throw. It's cut off, and it's a 5-4 game.
There would be no further damage done in the top half of the 6th. Cal Conley flew out to the center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong to end the half inning. Then prior to the start of the bottom of the 6th, the M-Braves made their first call to the bullpen. Trey Riley replaced Tanner Gordon on the mound. Riley recorded the first 1-2-3 inning for the Mississippi defense since the first inning. Tip of the cap to Trey Riley. In his last outing against the Smokies, he threw 5 strikes on 25 total pitches, walked 4 batters, and failed to complete an inning. But he entered tonight with his head held high and recorded a perfect 6th inning on a groundout and a pair of strikeouts. The Smokies had a slim 5-4 lead going into the top of the 7th, 3 outs away from clinching a series victory. Smokies closer Danis Correa answered the final Smokies call to the bullpen. With the 3-4-5 part of the M-Braves order due up, Waddell and Tolve each grounded out to middle infielders. And with bases empty and 2 outs, the final hope for Mississippi was the power-hitting Drew Lugbauer.
He's back in there. Gets the sign from his catcher, Aliendo. Smokies a strike away, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Another off-speed pitch, and the ball game is over, and the Smokies hang on. Final score, 5-4. What do you say?
Smokies win 5-4. Tennessee scored 5 runs on 8 hits, made 1 error in the field. Mississippi scored 4 runs on 6 hits, also made 1 error in the field. The winning pitcher for Tennessee was the reliever Porter Hodge. He improves to 3-5 with a 5.28 ERA on the season. He is fortunate to record his 3rd win of the season. In 2 innings, Hodge allowed 3 earned runs on 3 hits, a home run, 2 walks, 2 wild pitches, and just 1 strikeout. The losing pitcher for the M-Braves was the starter Tanner Gordon. He drops to 4-5 on the year with a 4.61 ERA. In 5 innings, Gordon allowed 5 earned runs on 8 hits, a home run, a walk, and 8 Ks. 6 of his 8 hits were surrendered in the second inning, as well as all 5 of the earned runs. And recording the save was the Smokies closer, Danis Correa. He records his 7th save in 8 opportunities. He threw a perfect 7th inning on a pair of groundouts and game-ending strikeout. With the win, the Smokies won their 5th straight, improving to 50-37 overall and a Double-A best 13-5 in the second half, while the M-Braves dropped to 40-46 overall and 7-11 in the second half. The Smokies have now won 9 consecutive home games since losing 5 of 6. All right, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have a Southern League scoreboard update, the Swans Marina catch of the game, and a preview of Game 2 of tonight's doubleheader. The Smokies baseball postgame show continues right after this. Welcome back to the Tennessee Smokies Win Insurance postgame show. I'm Ben Slotnick from the Smokies Baseball Broadcasting Center. It's time for a Southern League scoreboard update. First, in Alabama's state capital, the Montgomery Biscuits lead the Biloxi Shuckers 2-0 in the top of the third inning. The lone runs of the game came on a Logan Driscoll 2-run, 2-strike RBI single in the bottom of the first inning, which scored Ronnie Simon and Diego Infante. Then in a Southern League North Division matchup, the Chattanooga Lookouts and Birmingham Barons are underway in the Magic City. They are scoreless in the bottom of the first. Then lastly, Rocket City and Pensacola were set to begin at 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time, but the game is delayed due to inclement weather in the area. This has been a Southern League scoreboard update. Next up is the Swans Marina catch of the game. Swans Marina and Campground is located on beautiful Douglas Lake in Dandridge. A peaceful and scenic resort awaits you and your loved ones. Founded in 1943, Swans Marina is one of the oldest marinas in the area. With bases loaded and 2 outs in the top of the second inning, Smokies third baseman Andy Weber defended the hot corner.
Here's the 0-1. Swing, lined, and caught. Weber, the third baseman, to his right, and snared it out of midair. The Braves load the bases, but do not score. We head to the bottom of the second inning.
Now it's time for a preview of the second doubleheader game between the M-Braves and Smokies. First pitch from Smokies Stadium will be at 7:55 p.m. Eastern Time. The M-Braves starting pitcher is yet to be determined, as it is going to be a bullpen game for the Braves, but we do have their starting lineup. Leading off for Mississippi, center fielder Cody Milligan. Batting second, the second baseman Cal Conley. Batting third, the shortstop Luke Waddell. Batting cleanup, third baseman Cade Bunnell. Batting fifth and right field, Landon Stevens. Left fielder batting sixth, Jesse Franklin V. The catcher hitting seventh, Javier Valdez. First baseman batting eighth, Hudson Potts. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, Bo Phillip. Now for the home team, the Tennessee Smokies, winners of 5 straight games. We're yet to have their starting lineup, but we do have the Tennessee starting pitcher. It's the right-hander, Chris Cashmar. He is 2-0 overall with a 4.61 ERA in 4 starts and 14 relief outings. Cashmar has been brilliant as a starting pitcher as opposed to coming out of the bullpen. As a reliever, Cashmar has thrown 27 innings, allowing 20 runs, 19 earned, on 20 hits, 7 home runs, 6 hit batters, 12 walks, and 35 strikeouts. However, as a starter, Cashmar has thrown 14 innings, allowing just 3 runs, 2 earned on 16 hits, no walks, and 11 strikeouts. In his most recent start on July 9th, Cashmar tossed 3 scoreless and walkless innings on 1 hit and a hat trick of strikeouts in just 31 total pitches. Until then, we'll send it to local programming and then back to the stadium prior to the start of Game 2 of the doubleheader. Stay tuned. Until then, from Mick Gillespie and Richie Giuliano at Smokies Stadium, I'm Ben Slotnick from the Smokies Baseball Broadcasting Center. Smokies won Game 1 of the doubleheader 5-4.